Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. The topic for this video is good jealousy with a question mark. In this video, what I want to give you is a set of distinctions because basically I don't believe that all jealousy is bad, okay? Some jealousy is good, can be good for your relationship if it's used in an appropriate way. So the thing I want to tell you is that I believe that originally jealousy was designed in our minds as an instinct to actually protect something that we really cared for, which is our family, our children, our couple, our relationship with our mate. Okay? Take this example. Again, we go back 400,000 years ago. We live in nature. We are like tribes. And you need there to have a force, a psychic power, an energy, a boundary that is going to protect you and your girlfriend or wife or partner. I mean, she was not a girlfriend in those days. Your mate, your partner, and your kids. That a force that is going to protect that entity. Why is it important to protect that entity? Because nature is geared for survival. Imagine that you would not have the jealousy weapon, you would not have that power. Eventually the chances of her running away with another, male could be high. Eventually this puts in danger the children and their survival, okay? I have a feeling that this is the exact place where jealousy originated in our minds as an instinct, as a positive instinct. So, the way we can look at it is that jealousy is basically a psychic weapon, okay? It's a set of behaviors, attitudes, actions, mindsets, emotions, thoughts, beliefs that basically give you a tool or a power. It's like a sword that you have in your hand and you can use when it's needed and appropriate, okay? I believe that this is the basic place where jealousy originated. It's a psychic weapon. It's a power that was given to us, human beings, and our job is to use it wisely. Now, the place where it went sideways, where it went a little bit wrong, is in the fact that nowadays, I believe that in 95% of the cases, jealousy is used in situations which are unjustified. In other terms, it's going to be an overreaction, it's going to be delusional, it's going to be unjustified, it's going to be violent, okay? So in all these situations, in probably 95% of the situations that you witness in life, you have jealousy responses which are basically a misuse of that original power. It's like, you are given fire, right? It's a power, it's an energy. You can use it in very positive ways or you can use it in very destructive ways. So this fire is basically power, it's an energy. And I believe that your jealousy, your weapon, it's also a power. It's just an energy that you can use in the most positive ways. So in maybe 5% of situations are there that you're going to face in your relationship, some jealousy response might be good and might be appropriate. For instance, if you use the open question tactic that I gave you earlier in other videos, right? If instead of complaining and begging and feeling insecure towards your girlfriend, you just ask questions when you feel that jealousy is being triggered, you can ask her, you say, what do you feel is okay and what is not in our relationship? It's an open question, I need your input, I want to understand. So this triggers the kind of conversation that you want to have. Another open question that you can bring in is, if I was doing what you are doing, how would that make you feel? Okay? So those are open questions. They are not demands, they are not pressure, they are simply an invitation to have an open discussion. You can express also your jealousy in a very confident way. For instance, if you are at a party, right, at an event, and you see a guy chatting with your girlfriend or wife, right? He looks like he's definitely interested and in a moment he's going to ask her for her number. And she enjoys the attention, she doesn't want to send him away, she's kind of flirty with him as well. So how do you respond to that? Again, you have different possible responses and you want to use the right card. So here is a card that I believe works really well. you grab a drink, you know, a glass of champagne, and you come to your girlfriend and you look at her in the eyes and you say, "Here is your drink, honey." And then you look at the guy straight in the eyes and you look at your girlfriend and you say, "Who is your friend?" And then you shake hands with that guy, and then he suddenly realizes that she's in a relationship with you, okay? This is an important key of information that maybe she would not have shared. So the moment he says that, so he might look at the two of you and say, "So how long have you guys been together?" And then, you see, it triggers a very different way of relating to her. Suddenly he starts realizing that she's not available. And you might say, you know, we have been dating for 5 years now, we live together, we have this wonderful house in the countryside, and I just proposed to her 3 months ago, we are getting married in the spring. Wow, you know, this is a very different response. Yeah, we are planning to have babies, or, you know, whatever. The point is that he suddenly realizes that she's in a relationship with a guy, and there is a loving connection there that maybe he doesn't feel like threatening. And on top of that, he feels like she's taken. It's going to be hard work to establish a connection with that woman. So eventually he might give up and go and flirt with somebody else, right? So you might say, well, this is a claiming response, it's an insecure response. And I totally disagree. Look at your couple, look at your relationship as a territory, as something that you want to protect. And here was a response that I think is going to give you exactly that. Imagine that you have kids at home. Imagine that there is really an entity there that you want to protect. And I believe that in that case, expressing your jealousy in a positive way, in a sense that you own it, is going to have a very positive impact on your relationship. So you have other tactics. You have the mirror tactic, you have the humor tactic, really using humor with something like that. You know, if she tells you more about this colleague she works with, you can just look at her and say, "The guy is an idiot," you know. I don't trust him, I think he's an asshole. You know, you can play with that. You can kind of bring an element of humor into it and maintaining your confidence. Another way of using your jealousy in a positive way is internally. You can literally release that emotion when you feel that it's delusional. For instance, you feel like your mind is being trapped in negative self-talk. You can just let go. And the release process is simply observing the emotion and not responding to it, not fighting it. You just observe it internally, and then you notice that there is something magical happening that brings you, you know, if you're lucky, if you know how to do that, it brings you to a state of bliss. Internally, you start feeling like, wow, the moment I don't block that emotion, I feel like I can literally play with it. Okay, so here we go. This is why I believe that in some situations there is something that we can call positive jealousy, good jealousy, that is going to be actually a very good thing for your relationship and your life. And there are two targets that we want to keep in mind, okay? The first target is master that emotion rather than being enslaved by it. The problem with jealousy is when it's delusional and it's something that overwhelms you, that takes over, that enslaves you. That's the place where you don't want to be. You want to look at that emotion and look a little bit at it like fire, like a wave you want to surf on the sea, right? The wave can crash you, it can destroy you, or it can be an energy that you use to achieve something in life, become a better person, create a better relationship, okay? So that's the first thing. Master your jealousy weapon rather than being enslaved by it. That's the first core principle. The second principle is use that force, that power, that energy to protect your couple, to strengthen your connection with your girlfriend, okay? If there is no real threat on your couple or your relationship, there is no need to use your jealousy. So in 95% of the cases, the threats that you perceive are not real. They are either delusional or there is no real threat. You know, the fact that she has her ex-boyfriend sends her a text message one time for her birthday is not going to be a real threat for your relationship. You don't have to react on that. You don't have to explode on that emotion, okay? So those are the two things to remember. The first one is master your jealousy rather than being enslaved by it. I'm going to say that again. Pause. Master your jealousy rather than being enslaved by it. This is a core, very core idea. And the second one is protect your couple, protect your relationship when there is a real threat. Okay, I hope this makes sense. I think we are getting some grip here of what jealousy is and you know, how to use it in a positive way if it's still needed in your life. Again, my books here, go and get it on Amazon.com, search for Francisco Bujan. Okay, this one is for men, and the one for women here, Jealousy, How to Deal with It for Women. And the two of them are available on Amazon.com. You search for Francisco Bujan, B-U-J-A-N. And of course you can go back to my site, vitalcoaching.com/jealousy4men.htm. This is a program, you know, the online program, instant access, ebook, audios, videos, and you have the same for women, vitalcoaching.com/jealousy4women.htm. And of course, coaching is available with me at vitalcoaching.com/coaching.htm. We can have a power kick phone sessions. It's really, really powerful sometimes to have, you know, a mirror, somebody who can reflect a little bit what you're experiencing and is able to give you some tactics for the exact challenging situation that you face in your couple. So I'm always happy to help you with that. Don't hesitate. You know, ask me for your help and we can have a phone power kick session in no time. So this is at vitalcoaching.com/coaching.htm. Enjoy your couple, love each other, life is exciting, and I hope these tactics help you. Take care, I'll be back soon, bye bye.